Hi everybody, this is just a quick video to show my favourite new feature that was introduced with the updates in the December update to Solibri. So let me just jump across to the software. So here we are in a typical model. It's already open, we've done some work, we have some checks, we have some rules, and typically we have a couple of bits and pieces here that need to be updated. So obviously we can get to rule parameters to change the rule settings directly here, but for other things like reconfiguring or managing the rule sets and the names of the components within them, we need to go to the Ruleset Manager. So that involves going up to the top left, going to File, down to Ruleset Manager, doing whatever changes we have to make in here, and then when we're finished with those, we then have to repeat the process of going back to File and then returning to checking, in this case, to return to that particular layout. But there's a new, quicker way. So I'm going to bring on screen this keyboard just so you can see what happens and explain what's going on. And literally all I'm going to do is just that. I've pressed the button, I've pressed it again, and I've gone to the Ruleset Manager, come back to where I was previously. So if you watch here, all I'm doing is pressing F12, you'll see it flashes, and F12 is a new single key shortcut that goes from Ruleset Manager back to where I was, or to the Ruleset Manager and back again. That's it. Now, my particular keyboard's configured so that F12 is F12. Some keyboards, when you look at the map or if you look at the behaviour, they'll show volume controls or playback controls or brightness, etc. In my case, the default behaviour is they just act as function keys, but it's something you may have to check on your own machine just to make sure that it's configured the way you want. Worst case scenario, hold the function key and then press the shortcut. It's up to yourself, but you can have a look at your own settings. But that's it, it's just nice and simple. The other F keys, they go to other layouts as well. So when I'm here, if I go to F5, that takes me to information takeoff. If I go to F2, it takes me to model. If I go to F3, it takes me to checking. And if we want to look at the rest of the settings that we can play with, we can go to F1, which takes me to File, go to Settings, and we have this new area called Shortcuts. Let me just move this out of the way. We have, if we look at General, a bunch of fixed shortcuts for regular things that we see. And then when we come down here, we can see there's our layout shortcuts. If we look at 3D tools, or if we look at 3D navigation, you'll see some of these are configurable where you can click and you can create your own shortcuts for them. Don't worry if you play around and make a bit of a mess of things. There's also restore default, so you can reset things back to normal. And also there's a save as option where you can take this, save an external file that you can then open on another machine to transfer those settings from machine to machine or to deploy them across an office. But it's just a very simple little thing. F3 takes me back to checking. Just a simple little set of shortcuts that make a big difference to day-to-day use of the software, particularly for the Ruleset Manager, because it's a number of clicks otherwise. But hopefully you like that. Feel free to comment if you've got your own favourite shortcuts or other new features. But as I say, that's my personal favourite little shortcut of the 2412 update.